Fortuna Pass. Our Fortuna Pass works like any other Battle Pass you may have seen in other games. It will run for a whole season. You'll be able to unlock items for free in the pass. The pass will also have a paid version for 950 Aurum. You'll unlock the paid part of the pass. This includes XP boosters, new prospector skins, melee weapons, emotes, banners, charms, and more. Additionally, you will be able to find things like weapon supply crates, resource Aurum, and salvage tokens in the free track of the pass. Poggers. Like that all that is specifically in the free version. That's well done. Twitch drops. Twitch drops are already making a comeback starting June 23rd. Let's go. There will be days when anyone in the Cycle Frontier category will be able to stream with the drops enabled, but certain days will limit them to our partner content creators and affiliates. So as I was saying, the 23rd through the 25th, everyone's going to be able to sauce it up. Everyone's going to be able to sauce it up, which is awesome. 23rd through the 25th. Okay. Oh, I see what they did. It's really like, I wish they wouldn't have done it like this. It's really 23rd and 24th are the days that are open to everyone, but I understand why they did it like this because of the time. So Thursday, Friday, open to everybody. I will have drops. I will be putting in 2 very long broadcasts to be able to give you guys drops. And also, I will specifically raid people so that you guys can continue your drop receptions. You know what I mean? You guys can continue your drop receptions, which is really nice. Jubbed up. Really, really nice. I will make sure that you guys get hooked up on that front. Right? Because sometimes people will just end stream and then you're left with like not getting anything. Right? So I will make sure that we pass it on to someone else who has drops that will be online and do the right thing with the, you know what I'm saying? For people who just want to AFK and get their full 18 hours worth of chunk. You know what I'm saying? So this is a safe place to AFK tomorrow for drops if you feel so inclined, right? It's not 18 for one drop. It's 18 for the max amount of drops in the day. You start getting drops like within like 30 minutes or an hour or some shit. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. 23rd, 24th. 25th through the 28th is partners only. So my day is Sunday, which is the 26th. So at like 0600 is when my drops start, right? So I'm going to start stream at like 0500, right? I'll start stream on Sunday morning at 5 a.m., right? And we'll start banging. And I'm going to go all the way until Monday at 6 a.m. So it's really a 25-hour stream. Because I want to pass this off to someone else doing a nice long dong drop stream. Does that make sense? So I got you guys on all that. That's the plan. 24 hours of just me sitting here and playing the cycle. Not me sleeping, not Sean playing, not, you know what I mean? Like just me chilling. So you get a lot of extra Markstrom time this week, which is nice. So, make sure that you guys get your drops and we have a nice time blasting through some cycle content, which is great. Yeah. No more Sunday sadness. You know what I mean? June 28th to the 29th, affiliates only, which I think is really cool. This makes me happy. There's like 1 or 2 days here where the affiliates, it's only them for drops. We're making the drops exclusive to our affiliates for 24 hours. The smaller committed channels in our community will have access to drops. This should be a wonderful opportunity to find some new up-and-coming creators to add to your following list. Like, I love that shit. That makes me happy because this game, like right off the rip, basically was explaining, hey, we are dedicated to helping the streamers that are a part of our community grow and continue to see opportunities, and they're making good on that. It's easy to say that, but then to go ahead and do something like this, I think is really cool. You know what I mean? Really nice. Back 29th through the 2nd, partners only again, right? And then 2nd through the 4th, and everyone in the category has drops, no matter what. So they've done a really good job at making these drops like accessible and everyone having the opportunity to get something out of it, right? And there's a lot of days here, man. Like to do like drops marketing campaigns is not cheap. So to do it all the way from the 23rd to the 4th of July, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like they're paying Twitch to make this happen in a pretty significant way. But I think it will be like really well spent marketing dollars, especially if they continue to stay on top of like the cheating and keep the servers smooth during this experience. If they can do those two things, then this will be incredibly successful for the future of the game, right? Which is awesome. So, you know, dongers crossed for them. Hopefully it works out. Changes. Creature spawn for the Dead Scientist mission was adjusted. There will be at least 5 creatures that are always spawning. Okay. We adjusted some of the loot and enemy respawn time. I believe this is in the cave, by the way. I think this is in the cave in Crescent Falls. And yeah, the creatures were very difficult to get kills in there because they were often not there, already wiped. And there was usually not enough to begin with. We adjusted some of the loot and enemy respawn timers. We did another tuning pass for our matchmaking buckets. Monka. You can now craft Alter Nickel for 5 common nickel is required for that. Interesting. I guess I'm okay with it. Still a little bit weird. V9 Trench Gun, Rusty Trench Gun, Shatter Gun got adjustments to their spread. No Bulldog change? No Bulldog change? Game finna got me acting up. I'm gonna be, listen, am I missing it? I'm worried I'm missing it. All right, I think I'm good. Bulldog meta continues. We're in there, boys. It's honestly some of the most fun I've had in gaming to be able to like wipe a 3-man with a Bulldog. So I'm not mad that this isn't changing, though I do think it probably should. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway.
All right, man, load your weapon.
Exactly. Oh, shit. All right. Anyway, hipfire spread increased. Okay. I don't think that's that big of a deal. It wasn't very viable. ADS spread increased from 3 to 5. This is the spread specifically for shotguns. I see. I thought this was like an additional change for everything because it isn't a subcategory, but I see it. Hipfire spread specifically for these guns are increased. The ADS spread is increased. Okay, so you really have to be like just as close to deal more, or you have to be closer to deal the same amount of damage ultimately because of the spread changes. So we'll see how that goes. Manticore damage reduced from 13 to 12. I think that this is like, I know that seems like really negligible change. I'm glad they're not over nerfing specifically. If this needs like another damage point taken off, then so be it. But really, it's like there's this weird mechanic in the game, and I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it happens to players and AI where like you'll see a chunk of damage specifically because you dealt a certain amount of damage in a short amount of time. And if that damage, 1 point damage reduction prevents people from being able to hit that chunk, then the mana core all of a sudden is in the right spot with only 1 damage reduced. Does that make sense? So if it needs another, it needs another, but I'm actually happy to see that it's not just like a huge drop off right off the top. So we'll see where it goes from there, right? And then the AR same. So which I do think were probably a little too strong for where they were at. Note from design team, really appreciate the feedback we've gotten so far and keep getting when it comes to balancing. Keep it coming. We see it as a dialogue with the community and to get this right over time. And as season progresses, with that in mind, when it comes to the balancing late game gear, we're still watching data and feedback to see how things develop as players get their hands on more late game stuff. Yeah, so I think that we will probably still need to see some balancing on the late game stuff, but not enough people are there for us to know that yet. This was the case in CB. Like you saw some of the earlier guns get changed because that's what people were using. And then later in the closed beta, the later guns got changed because that's what people were using, right? Bunch of bug fixes. Wow. A lot of bug fixes. Jesus. Fixes for the friends list import were applied. Fixed some item dupes. We fixed the problem some players got stuck in the starter quest. Good. Paladin Blade will be shown correctly in your inventory and can be equipped. That's excellent. That's really big. The game does not launch in VR mode when you have a VR headset connected. Sorry, the future isn't quite now. Yeah, true. You can't transfer from your loadout into a stash with the right click when you have no backpack equipped. Got it. We made Newton proud and restored gravity to the following items close to the crash ship on Bright Sands. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I saw some floaters over there. Bushes lost their rubber coating and do not block lighting anymore. Good. This made it really easy to camp in. Marauder had missing footsteps on some occasions. Those are fixed. Gunfire SFX from your own weapon is now louder than your squad mate's fire. Interesting. Grenade sound effects were fixed. You cannot skip the B9 trench gun reloading animation anymore. Get those shells in one by one. 2x optic, 4x, 2x4 will not clip through the ASP flechette. Tack light attaches to the ASP. It won't float anymore. Construct button gets grayed out properly if you don't have enough materials now. We added the missing localization for confirm in the cosmetics tab. We added the missing localization for the rarity of the welcome pack shop. Fixed visual issue with laser drill battery display. Haven't done a laser drill yet, so fixed flickering lights from the distant laser drill. We fixed occurrences of players spawning on top of each other. I didn't see that or hear about it, so that's interesting. Epic medium extended mag visuals were fixed. If you cycled between the pickaxe and your weapons, you could lose control until you ledge climbed. Yes, this was frustrating. I experienced that, and it was rough. The objective description of Satellite Master Part 2. I don't think we've done that. Birds now make proper noise when flying away. Best of course is not to scare them. It'd be great if they had a proper aggro radius to begin with. Hopefully that gets changed at some point. Following angry complaints from ground control, you will not fly away anymore if you stand on top of a meteor while mining it. Unlucky. Fix some of the reverb effects. Uplink sounds are also affected by the master volume slider now. Same for dead drop, laser drill, SFX also got fixed. Fixed broken crouching while on prospect station. Your knees will thank us. SFX for the oil pump is played properly. It sounds like a lot of audio fixes in this, which is awesome. I feel like they just continue to polish and refine what in my opinion, is already a really good audio system. So you will not get stuck between the rails and tables in the small homes on Crescent Falls. That's good. I like that. Little pathing issues. The color of customized button in the vanity section is fixed. A vein change for sure. Vein change for sure. Okay. MISC. Additional tweaks to our internal anti-cheat. We will be able to kick players when we have maintenance to make sure that everyone uses the correct version. Sorry about the confusion last time. Yeah, that's good. Because I did get back in after the fact, and it was like, I haven't even updated yet. So that's good to know. Twitch drop vanity cannot be claimed if the stash is full. Oh, okay. That's a known issue. And then Biker Queen's image shows black hair, even though she has white hair. Okay. There it is. Not bad. I mean, I feel like that's a lot, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. The amount of changes, fixes, polishing that we're seeing, like the rate of which right now is just like insane. And obviously, it's really important for them to put their nose to the grindstone with like their marketing drops campaign. Everything has to be as good as possible when they're introducing it basically to hundreds of thousands of people at a time. Right? That's huge. But I still just love to see it, right? Like a lot of dedication, a lot of transparency, and I don't know, man, a lot of hope for the future of this game. So very, very poggers. Let me know what your favorite changes down below in the comments, and enjoy the season 1 start. Hope to see you out there.